Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mouseport versus Virtus. Man, it's so hard to say. Let's do it the other way around. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Virtus Pro versus Mousesports. This is part of the West Qualifier upper brackets. Mousesports one win away from the winner bracket final. Of course, for a chance to compete in the international. That was for the last slot. Virtus Pro got a I don't want to say stomping in game number one. It was fairly a close game throughout. It felt like Mouseport though. They got a small incremental advantage every fight, and at the end it was just too much.
I don't know what it is about Mouseport games, but for some reason, picks and bans always end up being very odd. This game, Mouz goes ahead and bans Crobulus again. They ban Crobulus pretty much every single game that I've casted of theirs. That's not a hero they want to deal with. And fair enough, they like to push with heroes like Broodmother and whatnot, and Crobulus is just completely ridiculous against that. They also ban the Lich and the Invoker. Now, of course, by having the first ban, their opponent is forced to ban Lycan. Now, we know Mouz is maybe not always all about banning Lycan, so that maybe works in their advantage of actually having first pick, whereas typically second pick is going to be an advantage. Now, they get Darkseer. We saw them use Darkseer ridiculously well yesterday in game three versus Infused. And now, Mouz is a team that, despite their propensity to push with heroes like Broodmother, they also are very, very happy to pick a giant amount of AoEs and big AoE stuns and big AoE nukes and just decimate you that way. Their team play, despite the fact that they have a bunch of solo players, they team play is actually quite good, which is why I think that Mouz is, at this point, the favorite to win this tourney. Because despite having players like Bamboo, who for the most part want to be left alone, similar to Black, they're also very, very good playing together, and they execute very well together. So I look for this to be a potentially awesome game, as Virtus Pro very wisely takes the Leshrac immediately. You don't want to have any Darkseer or Leshrac. Now, they did get that yesterday, and that worked out very well. And even more wise, perhaps, they grab Enigma second, which not only denies the Black Hole off of the Darkseer, but you're removing Enigma from Bamboo, and we've seen Bamboo before with just rushing a Blink Dagger faster than anybody on Enigma does it nowadays, and using it to a maximum effect. So I think Virtus Pro, very, very, very smart picks here.
Very good draft coming out with a Virtus Pro. I want to piggyback off what you said about Mouseport being the favorite of the winning this tournament. Now, I haven't actually seen Mouseport play from behind yet. You know, it's a team full of emotions, and you know it's the worst event you could ever be in if the team is losing. There's just penises not being drawn on the minimap. There's
those are a bunch of players you don't want to talk to when they're mad.
Exactly.
For sure.
So I mean, they're playing on the top of the world when they're playing well and when they're winning. I have not seen them losing yet. Now, I'm not saying they will get behind in this qualifier, but looking if they want to win the international, they will get behind in multiple games.
They're an emotional team, to be fair, and emotions are, you know, sometimes they're a double-edged sword. Sometimes they're very useful for you. When you're playing with a lot of confidence, you execute very well, similar to how the Thunder were playing yesterday, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm having a bad day. But at the same token, when you're playing down and when you're not happy, oftentimes, you know, bickering, infighting, stuff like that can really decimate a team. They'll go ahead and grab a SK and a Vino as their second and third here. SK, of course, with Burrow Strikes and Epicenters on the back of Vacuum. This is going to be potentially very problematic for Virtus Pro. They grab a Vino as well. Of course, Venomous Gale on 3 heroes is no joke either. That's a big amount of slow and a lot of damage on just a few heroes. Of course, also his ultimate on the back of a Vacuum into an Epicenter can be wombo combo game ending. But of course, Virtus Pro grab a Beastmaster third, and that Hawk is going to give them some much-needed vision for things like the SK ulti and whatnot.
Yeah, this is going to be a dire Beastmaster, most likely going on the bot lane. The shenanigan was Ancient pulling. I think we've seen it many times in this West qualifier. But I really want to go back to the Sand King. This is going to be a come with me Sand King, going that boots first. So we're talking about some big AoE ultimate in the mid game, but don't forget that these heroes lane very well as well, or could set up those early game ganks. And that will give them that early game advantage. Again, Mouseport loves that early game advantage, and they play so well off of it. So consider that to be almost done. Now, the question is, who's going to be going mid? Venomancer, I've seen Sing Sing go mid with Venomancer in the past, although I don't expect him to do so here. I expect this is going to be somewhat of a support Venomancer.
I'm going to guess that 1437 played Darkseer yesterday, I believe. They could actually pick up a Puck here. Puck is very strong against Enigma's ultimate. Of course, it kind of forces him to rush a Black Hole. It gives him more AoE nuke power to couple with that Darkseer. I know Bamboo plays a very strong Puck. They could put Bamboo on that hard lane top with a Puck. and that would maybe allow them to put SK maybe in a bit more of a protected lane, either solo mid. I know Black also plays SK very well. They may put a SK in a middle lane, and maybe in that case Sing Sing may play him. But nope, they're going to go for the Queen of Pain. This is another hero that Bamboo plays very well in that hard lane, so they're going to continue going in the big AoE. I think this is a better choice, actually. I forgot about Queen of Pain, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Queen of Pain is a very, very strong pick here. Depending on what build that the Bamboo likes to go for, I think he loves that Act first. Really give them the extra HP to survive of, and of course, nuking that creep wave. Bamboo likes that the most. It's like, oh man, only 40-second cooldown.
He also, I've seen him a number of times, gets BOTs and Act Scepter and kind of play the hero very much like a Furion, and just moving around the map, kind of blinking wherever the opposing team is not, and trying to cut down creeps and push towers. That said, the lineup they have right now doesn't really necessarily warrant that. By having a Darkseer, he really wants to be anywhere near the battle's going to be, because Scream of Pain and Sonic Wave are just going to be so powerful with Vacuum. Giving away Darkseer to Mouseport, I think, is a big mistake from Virtus.pro, and despite the fact that they've picked very well against it, this could be problematic.
Now, yesterday we saw 1437 on the long lane when Enigma was in the jungle being played by Bamboo. Given that there's a Queen of Pain here, there's still a chance that Queen of Pain goes mid, and we pick up another jungler and then try to shift things around. But I don't think there's another jungler that really fits Bamboo's playstyle. So most likely we're going to see Queen of Pain being handled by him. 1437 might actually go into the jungle. And then we have a Venom Sanking, perhaps? I feel like something is off here. I feel like both Darkseer and Queen of Pain is going to be on the lane. And perhaps even Sing Sing's hero is going to be on lane. We're going to have to be like a double roamer.
What they're really missing is that Enigma. I think they'd very much like to have Bamboo playing Enigma and put Sing Sing on Queen of Pain middle.
Yeah.
I think that's what they want to have, but I don't think they're going to be able to get that. And so because of that, we're going to see a Shadow Fiend here from Virtus.pro. Ooh, saucy pick here. Now, Shadow Fiend, even out the back of a Vacuum, he can Black Hole and go big with his ultimate. And, of course, the raises do a lot of damage to heroes like Queen of Pain. Venom Enter's not very tanky. As well as that the heroes like SK can try and go invisible, maybe a little NS tactic. We're going to see a Storm Spirit here, 5th. I assume that is then going to be Sing's hero.
Yep, and of course, we're going to see a support Sanking as well as a support Venomancer. I really like the Shadow Fiend pick. Of course, you got a little dual aura strategy going on, minus armor, plus attack speed. Also, I feel like Shadow Fiend is one of the burstier of the carry heroes, I feel like, in both his farm acceleration and also his damage output in a team fight. Many times we've seen Parabolus and Darkseer, these very naturally tanky heroes gets picked up, and other teams don't have many ways to deal with it. But you have a Requiem of Soul here, and that could burst down so many heroes. Especially, when you vacuum and you see, oh, vacuum into a 2-man Burrow Strike, let's team fight. Shadow Fiend comes in with the BKB, and suddenly your team fight can get very ugly.
I wonder how much NS knew that they were going to go after a Storm Spirit here. That Shadow Fiend pick, Shadow Fiend's pretty good against Storm Spirit, despite Storm Spirit also being relatively strong against him, just because those Shadow Raises are so strong. But by grabbing the Storm Spirit, they kind of give them an easy pick of Night Stalker here. Night Stalker, really an easy choice. There's really no other way to put it. It's fantastic against Queen of Pain. It's fantastic against Storm Spirit. Those are the two primary farming heroes on the Mouse side. Now, they do have that Darkseer, which does, again, it throws a wrench in just about every plan they may have. But that's just what the hero does. I mean, by giving him away, they clearly were accepting that. So I'm really interested to see how Virtus.pro is going to lane this. Are they going to put that Night Stalker middle? I doubt it. Are they going to put Shadow Fiend up on that top lane protected? Maybe. Maybe they will put NS middle.
Yeah, I think NS will be going mid. NS the hero, not the player. NS the player most likely will be going top to protect the Shadow Fiend. Kuroki, is he going to be jungling?
Maybe. I feel like, Santa's... That Beastmaster has to be going bottom. He's going to be Ancient Sacking. That's just what the hero does. Now, it's possible that Enigma goes bottom as well. You could put Kuroki on that far lane bottom. I'm really shocked that Kuroki's not playing Shadow Fiend or Night Stalker here. But Kuroki's going to be playing that Enigma. I assume he's going to go on that bottom lane perhaps and stay on the lane while Beastmaster is stacking the Ancients. Is that possible? Or are they just going to go for the tri-lane top and try and push that down on the back of Leshrac and Enigma?
Kuroki bot wards. He's going to be jungling. So I've not seen this before. As I say that, he's got a lot of HP regen, which a jungling build doesn't require. I'm not sure. He's got wards. I've not seen Kuroki support in a long time. I've seen him support back in the...
Well, this could be This could be a Bamboo Enigma, which is decidedly not supporting anybody. It's going to be Black Hole in one person just to try and get kills. This could be interesting. Now, if he does end up denying the first creep bottom and then going top, which it looks like he's going to do, going into the jungle, that will give them a lot of pushing power up top. Obviously, they already have a Leshrac, coupled with those Eidolons, that'll be able to take down that top tower pretty quickly. Now, the problem here is it looks like Bamboo is actually playing SK, so Sing is going to be on Queen of Pain. Okay, all right, little spicy action here from Mouz, which means that Black is going to be soloing bottom with that Storm Spirit. Black very much likes to play the solo farmer role for Mouz, so very interesting here. Bamboo playing SK. Obviously, he has a lot of prowess with heroes like Tiny, big initiations off Enigma, so this isn't really too surprising to me. And of course, Sing Sing does play a very strong Queen of Pain.
Have you ever seen Bamboo play support?
Yes, but he cried like a mofo the whole game. I saw him one time, we were pubbing, and I think he ran him Crystal Maiden, and the only time I see him just repick. Like, if he can't get solo mid, he just repicks, like, straight up. He'll solo mid Vengeful all day, but Crystal Maiden, I think, is maybe a little bit too slow for his liking.
Well,
anyway,
he does have that Boots of Speed first again, so...
Yeah. We're going to see a little bit more traditional Queen of Pain than here with Sing going middle. Up against Shadow Fiend, so we're going to have an old-school mid lane here, Queen of Pain versus Shadow Fiend. Just continuing through the heroes, we got 1437, of course, is playing that Darkseer. Come with me, is going to be the Venomancer. As I said, bottom Black is playing the Storm Spirit, Sexy Bamboo on the SK, and Sing Sing playing that Queen of Pain.
Yeah, me on the other side here, Blow Your Brain's going to be on that Night Stalker, getting supported by NS. Oh, NS going to be in big trouble. If that Gale hits, he's dead. Oh, he's dead right there. The Iron Shroud doing so much more damage. Come on, he's right click. Really impressive for a level 1 hero here, and Deny comes in.
Ooh.
Big denies. That was a 400 gold swing. Well, not a swing, but, you know, you get away.
1437 was even trying his best to ensure the last. He was waiting out, he was waiting it out, he was waiting it out, and then still got denied by NS. Big time. Big time.
Still, if you're a Mouse fan, they did get the EXP, so not all is lost. Of course, the NS lost a little bit of gold, but hey, First Blood prevented, always good. KKY going to be in the jungle as he's blowing up this level 1 creep wave. Back in the middle lane, Scandal on the Shadow Fiend, and you can see that Shadow Shrike, so annoying thing to lane against. On the bot lane here, Beastmaster, Santa, walking with to access, he's going to get call at 2 and 3, and then we'll be starting to Ancient Stack.
Yeah, and Bamboo stacked the bottom creep spawn, and unfortunately for him, he didn't eat the tree when he went down with his Tango, and that allowed 2 of the melee units to get past, which means that these creeps are just going to suicide, and he's going to be forced to pull again. He actually needs his creep to die a little faster. He's going to go ahead and last it. Well played, and now he can kind of pull him back. And
actually, I think that's even a better pull if you ask me, because you basically deny 2 for sure, and then it'll deny 4 more here. So you're denying more creeps overall, I feel like.
Yeah, and he's actually going to walk up top here. Maybe just check a little bit of that ward, or check for the rune. There's no rune there. Kuroki does get a double damage up top. Again, Come With Me and 1437 are going to come down here. If they find him, this could be problematic. Venomancer is going to catch him with the Venomous Gale, but Kuroki's going to go ahead and stun him, I believe, and then start attacking with Eidolons. No, Sing Sing TP's up top there. We're going to have a stream of, or a Shadow Strike rather, and Kuroki gets denied again by NS. Fantastic play here so far from Virtus.pro, denying 2 kills. No First Blood still.
It would suck for Virtus.pro to pick up First Blood right now.
Yeah, Mouz would be almost like, that'd be soul crushing almost.
It's like, it feels like one of those basketball things where you have like 8 shots and you miss all of them, and then they get the last rebound and they throw it across the court and they get, you know, a 3 off of it. You're like, oh my god.
You're kidding me right now? Just threw away so many points? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely what that seems like. Bamboo, just level 2 on bottom. Of course, Black getting a lot of free farm. He's level 4, already got the Basilius up. Meanwhile, Santa continuing his ancient stacking. You're using the Quill Beast there, or the Boar, if it were, to pull away and stack the ancients. Actually, I think he missed that one. Yes, he did. He actually missed that last pull, so going to be a little bit slower here, and actually now suicide the Boar. Uh-oh. A little bit of misplays here on bottom from the Beastmaster.
Yeah, he's going to resummon a Boar in just a couple seconds, no big deal. But missing a stack like that is a big deal, because that means you're losing, what, 200, 300 gold in over a little bit of time? I mean,
yeah, that's like a half a level.
You're not going to stop jungling because it's 1 less camp, but what it's going to end up is you're losing 1 camp of money. That's basically it. So,
well, and the XP is not irrelevant. I mean, he's not going to get all that XP on this bottom lane. He is reliant upon that so that when he hits 5, he can immediately jump up to 7. It's going to slow that down just a bit, so when that happens, he's not going to be quite as high anymore. NS again is going to come in the jungle here. He finds 1437, goes ahead and stuns him, but I don't think he actually got any of those creeps, did he?
No. Oh, look at this courier!
Look at this courier, Bo!
Holy crap! I don't care if I miss First Blood right now, but we're zooming in.
Alright, so we got 4. We got, what is this? Is this like a transport from, what does this look like from? A transport from, like, Avatar or something with the 4? What is this? I'm interested.
I feel like all chatting right now. Who the hell's courier is that? I need to know. I'm friending right now.
Are you zoomed in and watching it?
Yeah, I'm watching it. I did.
Who bought courier? I'm gonna press enter here. No, it doesn't tell me.
And
meanwhile,
that's
on top, NS will
finally
finally
dies.
go down.
We're denied at Blowy Brain.
Yeah, Blow wasn't quite paying attention there.
Nope.
He could have probably turned around and got that. I think he was wanting to just keep his clarity going, though.
Clarity for deny? No, man.
Not worth it. Because, I mean, he misses the deny and then loses the clarity. That's like doubly bad.
Always go for it. I don't think he was keeping his clarity alive. I think he made it just like not was watching. But Sanking level 2 has some little bit pulling going on. He has a boost of speed. And Shadow Fiend doesn't. I think this is a kill time, right? Despite being level 2, Sing Sing's got... Oh, he's waiting for 6. Sing Sing's waiting for 6. He's going to get it right now. Go, Bamboo.
Yeah, and actually, Sing Sing made the first move. Bambi probably told him to slow down just a bit. Yep, there we go. Seeing the Shadow Strike. Here comes a Scream of Pain. Scandal now knows what's up. He's like, crap, there's an SK. Burrow Strike is only level 1, though. He just barely gets in range there, and he's going to get stunned. Oh, the stun misses. Nice dodge there. Bambi is going to go down to the Diabolic Edict, I believe. Yep, he will die. So not entirely, nothing for nothing there. Is a 1-for-1, but he did get Shadow Fiend.
No, I think completely worth it. You got the Shadow Fiend, and he was able to hit 3 off of that. So, I mean, he needs level. He got the kill before dying, so he's very
desperately needs
3.5, actually, so he's very happy about that. And he's off to his merry ways, as you do, picks up Smoke for more ganky in the future. You know what I really hate? They actually remove Sandstorm's damage on neutrals. You can't jungle off that anymore. I don't even know why.
Yeah, but yet you can still go invisible with Smoke and just kill like 30 stacks off of Darkseer and stuff, yeah. Bit questionable there. Anyway, Sing Sing goes again on scanning. We see a Scream of Pain, as well as a Shadow Strike. Shadow Strike, of course, gives so many. He blinks and dodges the Scream, or dodges the nuke. Well played there from Sing Sing. Ends up getting the kill. And turn back just to take an extra 2 hits from tower. Why not?
Because he
can. Go ahead and rotate down bottom. He does go ahead and salve up as well as bottling up. Come with me. Got himself some boots now, so his mobility is a little bit higher. 1437. Already on that Soul Ring. Got the boots. Another 370 gold. Bamboo does have boots. He's only level 3. I would like to mention, we see actually NS does manage to pick up the haste rune, I believe. So he will get away despite 1437 trying to chase Saturn there. So bit of a slow reaction there from Bamboo, or maybe just the Burrow Strike length being a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
I would like to mention, though, that I've watched Bamboo play many games and played many games with him. He struggles when he doesn't get enough items.
Yes. Yes.
When he doesn't have enough levels and enough items, he can have some problems. So they're going to have to continue playing at a pretty high rate for this to work. If he is constantly down this low and it takes him a long time to get to his ultimate, they may have some problems.
Yeah, I mean, if you're used to having like a level advantage against every player in the game, as well as item advantage, and suddenly the next game that's taken away from you.
Yeah.
I've not seen Bamboo play this kind of role, and that's why in the beginning I was like, can Bamboo even play support? I wasn't even joking about that. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, I always make a joke about how he either goes godlike or feeds, and that's kind of why. He's used to having a level advantage and playing extremely aggressively, and when he doesn't, he feeds. Like, it's not really a joke, to be honest. That said, Black is getting a ton of farm on bottom, Sing Sing getting very fat, so, Mouz is a team that has multiple players capable of carrying them through a team. I mean, one of them can kind of, similar to a team like the Celtics or something, one of them can kind of fail at any given moment, and the other two will make it work, so... I don't feel like they're in a bad shape. Obviously, they're 5-1. They're doing well. Yeah. But keeping the Shadow Fiend down is pretty important for him.
D-Board gets dropped. He is seeing this pool going on. And then he can't do anything about it. Is he going to try to block the pool? He tried, but he wasn't close enough.
Yes. I think he maybe wants to be there for the axes to get himself a bunch of free XP, perhaps. That's possible. Looks like we may see a gang here up here on Scandal. Nope, he's going to back up again. Bamboo just dancing around, not doing a whole lot. It looks like maybe... They're waiting for Black to get there. Black is level 8. The Hawk is going to spot Bamboo. Santa's going to immediately pull back. Well chosen there, as I think an initiation would have been the death of him for sure. Meanwhile, Ines is going to come down here and maybe catch SK out. We have Kuroki coming in as well. No Blink Dagger. Sing Sing is there. He's got an illusion rune. That body goes and cracks that. Just wearing off a lot of finagling for position around these Ancients. It seems like a lot of attention being paid here.
Yeah, Bamboo was using a lot of his patience in a time actually trying to set off that gank, and he's only level 3.5. He's gonna get 4 from this Rock Golem, but really it's not really favorable to him. But yeah, like you said, Black's level 8 now. I think they could just go on the front, right? You zip in here and pull. Well, maybe not right now because there are 2 heroes in the back of him. Santa with level 6, perhaps gonna get a return kill back in the mid lane with the help of Kuroki, able to get a kill. Was Black Hole used? Yes, it was. I did not see how that happened.
Yeah, in fact, Scandal getting that kill on that Queen of Pain is kind of big there. Black's going to go ahead and drop an illusion. He dodges the roar from Santa. That would have been an insta-death on the Storm Spirit there. Of course, Night Stalker, again, as we mentioned, very strong against a hero like Storm Spirit. He can just easily silence him. Bamboo's going to come down here from the top. He's level 4, though. That burrow, he doesn't know Epi. He can't really do much. He can burrow and then go invis. That's about the best he can do. It looks like they're going to go after NS. NS is coming around the backside. We see a haste gets dropped on him, but he gets silenced very smartly by Blurry Brain, but that's going to run out in just a few seconds. It's not nighttime. Here comes the burrow. Oh, it is nighttime. We see a ball in from the Black, but he get a roar immediately on the SK. SK is going to go down. No! Sing Sing comes in with a big ultimate, catches the NS, or the Leshrac, rather. Leshrac goes down, Santa goes down, and nobody dies for Mouzeport. And again, nice counter gangs coming from Mouz.
I felt like the Dire Squad basically chased too long, and they didn't accomplish anything during that length of time, and that gave Mouzeport ample of time and opportunity to counter gank, and exactly that's what they did.
Yeah, good team coordination here. We talked about early on, or I did early on, about how there are a bunch of solo players and very strong in the solo lane, but they are very capable at coordination and team coordination. That's why I feel like this is a team that can actually. I feel like they're gonna win this thing. I do think they're gonna make it to the international. Not just a little bit of fanboys in there. Obviously, I'm rooting for them. But past that, they just seem like the best team in this tournament to me.
Well, so far they have not. Well, I was gonna say haven't lost any match yet, but they did lose.
They did drop a game.
Against Infused.
They did drop a game to Infused. Yeah,
I'm not too
and
sure
Infused
whether
a very strong team as well.
I'm not too sure whether it was outplay or outpicked because they did give away Lycan.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, they have a propensity to throw. That's for sure. Anyway, in middle, Shadow Demon or Shadow Fiend is getting himself a decent amount of farm. He's up to his tread. He's got a bottle. Sing Sing Ditzel treads in a bottle as well. In fact, he's actually behind the Shadow Fiend in farm right now. Is there something missing? Oh, okay, no, an Ogre Club. Okay, an Ogre actually just got delivered by the courier. I was like, what? That would be awful if Sing Sing was behind in farm to the Shadow Fiend despite all those gangs. Come Up, he does have some Tranquil Boots, so he can roam a little bit more and be a little bit okay with the shenanigans. We see a Hood of Defiance is now complete on Darkseer, and the more levels Darkseer gets, the more potent this team comes. I mean, we talked in the early going about how they're a combo team right now. The more levels Darkseer gets, the more that becomes
and it all starts
just
with
an
Darkseer.
insane deal. Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, this has been the game of denies. Kuroki with 3 Eidolons just took away half the gold that Mouz would have earned from that tower, and that's some big denies. Again, every little bit counts, and you're seeing it right
Virtus
here.
Pro, I mean, this will add up.
Yeah.
2 of those kills already have been denied, so they're only looking at 5 actual kills worth of gold. Obviously, they did eventually get that first blood, that middle tower getting denied. This is starting to become a story here, although they are just about at 5k gold advantage. There are a number of towers that they can get. Now, top NS is going to try and pressure that tower. Santa's actually down at the secret shop, and he may want to be careful here. He's going to come up. There are 4 Mouz heroes here. They may be able to pick him off. Do they have any idea that he is there?
They do now, because he just walked past the ward. Are they going to go back for it? Seems like they
do turn around.
Yep.
Yes, they
Burrow
are.
Strike's going to hit just barely. Nicely ranged. Zips in here, and that's going to be the pull. And that's going to be the kill. Now, one thing I want to point out is that he's not clicking on the hero as he casts a Burrow Strike a little bit in front of the hero. Even though it says what? I don't even know what it says. 510 range. It says 510 range, but it stuns about 600 something, 620-ish. It stuns just a little bit in front of the range as well. And you know, good players really use that maximum range. It's a difference between getting those kills and not.
Yeah, and you don't always need to do that. Sometimes you want to take the easy kill, as it were, and just burrow right on him. But oftentimes you can burrow past as well to try and catch extra heroes. Kuroki, meanwhile, is going to be the target here. He is going to be able to get back, I think. No, we actually have a blink in from Sing Sing. Does he have a scream of Shadow Strike? No, he used it on the Shadow Fiend, who immediately TP'd out. Sing Sing does have a haste, so he's going to be able to get back. He's going to tank some of the tower for no apparent reason. And then NS is going to show up here and try and slow this push down. The Leshrac is very underfarmed. He's only level 6 right now, as opposed to a 10 on that Queen of Pain, a 8 on Darkseer, 6 on the Venomancer. Of course, Bamboo is just now 5. Wow, he is very underfarmed.
Yeah.
But Black is level 10 on bottom.
Okay, he sees his creep waves like mine for now.
Yeah.
And he's going to go.
He does have Arcanes, though, on the back of all those towers.
Yeah, and awful ganks. He's playing well with low levels so far. But this is not the difficult stage of the game here for supports. As in the next 5-10 minutes, that's when the level disparity really gets out of hand for a support player. And that's when legends are made of, or feeders are made of.
Yeah, we have a smoked up Kuroki here. who was looking for an opportunity for a black hole, but he's going to be forced back here. Santa looks like maybe he's going to start doing the Ancients here. He is level 7.5, so if he actually gets those Ancients, that's going to be a pretty hefty amount of gold up. We're going to see a Roar, perhaps? No, just dropping the axes there as Roar not being used around black. I don't know that they can actually kill him. He does have a bite booster and a point booster. He's up to 1,200. He's actually about 500 gold away from a Bloodstone.
Yep.
We're looking at potentially a 15-minute Bloodstone here. That's not the fastest you can possibly get one, but that's pretty freaking fast. Obviously, this is kind of what they've traded. They've allowed black to farm a whole bunch on bottom.
Yep, and also the Observer Ward keep on being put down here. This is the second Observer Ward in the same spot here, making sure they do see the Ancients whenever it starts out. Because if you actually allow the enemy team to take a couple of Ancient shots and then you start a team fight, big advantage going your way, obviously. Tier 2 is going to get destroyed on the bot lane here, and whatever dire advantage has for Mouz, it's gone. Look at the tower disparity. Radiant has lost one on the bot. Perhaps the second one will be lost right now. But they're getting so much in return. And the gold chart right now well in the favor of the Radiant, as they have up by 5,000. As I say that, massive teleportation scrolls coming in. That's Nice Stalker. He wants, come with me. That's the first person he sees, and that's the person. Oh! Gets a little bit blocked. A little bit blocked here by the wards. And did he guess wrong? Yes, he did. Come with me. Oh, he does Gale. He's going to go down. And in exchange of all his teammates going out alive.
Yeah, that was a good choice. He turned around, he went for the Venomous Gale, kind of forced a roar on himself. It didn't really force a roar. They didn't need to use that roar right there, but it allowed Bamboo to get away, so they keep that SK alive a little longer. Still not 6. He really wants to get 6. He's going to come down here, maybe try and burrow this NS, who is trying to counter-ward the Mousport team. He is going to get that ward, so it does go down. Axe is being dropped here from Santa here, just trying to get this Ancient going on. So a lot of finagling for position. If you actually look at the XP chart, it's still in the Dire favor. Dire actually still have the XP advantage.
And they will have more so after they get up this huge camp of creeps.
It's true.
Oh, they're going at it right now. Of course, there's that war seeing that. Doesn't mean much, so mid tower is going to get denied as well, as we do have to finish Bloodstone here on Mouz, being delivered by that hovercraft. I don't even know what the hell that is.
Awesome is what it is.
Yeah. But for now, Mousport is still not... They see this happening. They see it. I know they see it, but they just don't give a jack.
Yeah, well, I mean, they maybe care a little bit, but I'm not sure there's a whole lot they can actually do about it. Oh, Santa's very low. He is going to get burrowed. In fact, if SK was level 7, he might have just been able to run around and go for that, but he chose not to.
The Hawk sees it.
Oh, I see. The Hawk does see Baby. We're going to see a silence here and an immediate nuke from NS. There's the silence, and I believe... Ooh, no, he's going to be able to get away as they don't want to dive him. They have no idea right now where Storm Spirit is. He's actually standing in the middle. He's going to come around from the other side. If Venomous Gale does catch NS, though, we see a ward. There comes the scream. Oh, he didn't actually throw anything, but Ball Lightning comes in from Black, and they get that kill, meaning that he immediately picks up a charge on the Bloodstone. So 7 charges already in his mono region is going to be pretty ridiculous. That bottom tier tower is finally going to fall.
Yep. I thought Sing Sing was actually going to go for a Black King bar, as I saw him opening up the build with the Ogre Club. Generally, when you want to get a Axe Scepter, you want to go for the point booster first. Gives you more HP and mana overall. But yeah, I saw the Ogre Club. I was like, oh, BKB. And BKB generally very, very good against this kind of lineup here.
Nice race from Shadowfiend there, taking down Darkseer, who was trying to juke the best he could with his haste.
Unfortunately,
so
there is a. Why am I? Okay.
Black actually just died on bottom to an urn charge from NS. He got roared by that Beastmaster. He tried to ball away afterwards, but NS very wisely, blow your brain, putting a nice urn charge on him, and they ended up taking him down there, which is going to immediately remove some of those Bloodstone charges. So he was at 7, down to 4 now, as it does round down or round up when it removes the third. It removes the third of its charges, and if you're at 7, you'll remove 3, and instead of 2, it does round negatively in your favor.
I mean, it's so rough to lose your early Bloodstone charges like these. Again, one of the benefit of having a Bloodstone is that you get back to the fight very quickly, but being so low level, I mean, the lure of it is not really there. It's like, sure, you could get back, but I mean, what are you going to do far?
Yeah, he's going to go for his Treads next, which is a good choice. Give him a little bit more HP, a little bit more survivability. I doubt it's going to be a Necro book. There's no real Invis threat anywhere on the Dire side, though I guess Shadowfiend's capable of getting a Lothars. He is going to get a Black King Bard. Say what?
SNY Storm?
SNY? No. I don't think that's going to happen at all. I didn't actually hear you. You're trolling me. What a nerd. Anyway, up top, 1437 continuing to get his farm on. He's level 11 now. Just about finished the Vanguard, so Darkseer becoming a bit of a problem here. We have a level 12 Queen of Pain as well, so big nukes there. He does go ahead and pick up that point booster. His Acceptor is complete. I believe it's on the way. No, it's not on the way to him. They're waiting for that. He's got to wait for that courier to get back to base. If I were him, I'd buy those 2 components before I died, as he does have only about 700 reliable gold. And indeed, they are going to go initiate him. Manages to blink away before Kuroki can hit the stun there.
All right, gold chart here. 5,000 gold for the Radiant. EXP chart, 3,000 gold for the Dire. Who do you think is winning?
My money's on Mouz right now. They have that Dark Seer. They have a lot of... I know the XP chart is a bit in favor of Virtus Pro, but that's primarily because Bamboo is only level 6. Come With Me is level 8. They have a level 12 Storm, a level 12 Queen of Pain, and a level 11 Dark Seer. And now Shadow Fiend is level 14. So that can be problematic. Shadow Fiend's a hero that, if he continues at this rate, he's going to be throwing out big damage.
Yep. They got to find some ways to pick him off. But if there's one team that's good at picking people off, it is actually Mouseport. They're so good at
I mean, look at their team.
Yeah.
Look at the mobility.
It's always built around picking off heroes. And so far, I mean, for God's sake, they start with the boots first Sanking, right? So that's what they want to operate under. But for now, I think it's hard to say who's actually ahead. Just like 2 minutes ago, we see Mouseport really farming aggressively on the enemy side of the map. And just on that action alone, I feel like Mousesport's a little bit ahead. But now, in the Nightfall, they have backed up. And I think that's the correct choice. Because, hey, there's a Night Stalker, so you don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, they did finally finish those Ancients off, which is the reason that XP chart has just... you saw a giant plummet down to 3,000 in the Dire favor. That's entirely on the back of that. And in fact, SK is only 600 gold away from his Blink Dagger. Again, despite being complete and utter support roam from level 1 and trying to pull and not even having that work out too well for him as he misses it last there. Well played, Bob. As he is about 550 gold away now from that Blink Dagger. But if he picks up that Blink in a relatively soon fashion, obviously the Blink on Queen of Pain, the initiation potential of Dark Seer, this could get rough pretty soon. They also have the ball lightning on Storm Spirit. So the range and the speed at which they can have 4 heroes in the middle of a battle is going to be pretty important here.
Oh, it is going to be a Black King bar for Sing. And so he just
took
a piss stop for a point booster. I like that. I mean,
so he bought the Ogre Axe for HP, and then he decided he didn't have enough HP, so he went and
maybe have enough mana or something. He's like, oh, need some mana on top to cast my ult and then come back. Yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah, like I was trying to say before.
I think he's still going to make one.
Yeah, he's still going to make one eventually, but BKB a little bit more important. Like I was trying to say before, BKB is so crucial. Going to be good against Shadow Fiend for the Requiems. Going to be good against the nukes from the Night Stalker, as well as the Shrek. Like, Shrek is what he's really worried about the most. The AoE damage, a little bit insane. Now, of course, he can get locked down with the Black Hole and the Roar, but still, the survivability cannot be ignored. Here comes 1437, pops a pipe just for himself. What is he doing? Running into the enemy territory. Here comes a Storm. That's what he was doing, but they're going to be completely surrounded. Looks like Gale is going to hit on NS. Nicely played for Come With Me. But will that be enough? Oh, there's a vacuum backwards. Here comes Sing Sing. You talked about it. From 0 to 5, the mice are coming in. Blink Dagger, Requiem, so right on top. Sing Sing, but BKB right on top. So she's going to blink out, trolling the hell out of Scandal here. Everyone is now on full retreat. Black trying to TP out. We make it outside. Black. Wow, just for Black. But that was, again, a big kill, making him, lose all the Bloodstone charges. He just got... Bamboo got himself a Blink Dagger, still has that ultimate. Well, he actually going to use it right now, surprising everyone in the Roshan pit.
Yeah, that was actually a bit of a miscommunication there from Virtus Pro, as Blow Your Brain, rather, was actually voiding at the exact same time, so he was already going to cancel that TP out. And Kuroki ended up just casting the Black Hole at the same time because he didn't want to afford it. Now we see an initiation for Bamboo, does pop that Black Hole, or that ultimate. Unfortunately, so level 2, and it's not enough to actually take anybody down. Santa gets pretty low. Sing Sing jumps in there. Santa is going to go down, but so too will Sing Sing's... whoa, Bamboo, what are you thinking? As he decides to go out of Invis without the ability to burrow away, he goes down, Come With Me drops an ultimate. Some miscommunication and miscoordination from Mouz left and right costs them 3 heroes, and all they got was the Beastmaster, and now they're going to give away the Roshan as well. Propensity to throw.
Yes, that is
coming into play here.
And they're not done yet. Falling across the map while being used. BKB gets popular. I believe that's the first BKB charge. Yes, that was. At the very least, they did prevent the Roshan. But at what cost, as they lost so many heroes? They want in, they want more. I don't think they actually even out-damage the Roshan regen, or it's going to be it's going to be a long while. Only Mouseport would do stuff like that. Oh, 2v4, I got ultimate, level 1 ultimate, but I got my ultimate, let's go. And
ball landing from a million miles away using all of his mana. They do. NS inexplicably comes in and immediately feeds. We see a Blink Burrow Strike from Bamboo, essentially a shackle shot there on 2, takes him down. Roshan is still there. It's kind of low, but Kuroki's going to come around the backside. He has no black hole, but Roar is ready. They want black. They are going to get black with the Roar. They're going to see some axes, but no secondary stun. There's the silence. A nice ultimate chain from Scandal. Takes down Storm Spirit Black. Darkseer dies as well, and now Roshan will eventually fall here. Sing Sing comes back in with a Blink Dagger, or a Blink and a Black King Bar. We're going to see a Burrow Strike on 2 there, but they managed to pick off that Roshan. It looks like the Aegis has been picked up. Where did the Aegis go?
No Aegis, I'm not too sure, and perhaps it's been used. I wasn't paying attention because watching Kuroki die right now here. 2-man Burrow Strike, man, Bamboo's been sexy with those burrows, always hitting more than one target. Scandal trying to TP out. Good luck with that one. Perhaps Aegis was used immediately in that team fight.
No, I think it actually got destroyed by Venomancer Plague Ward.
Wow.
I think Come With Me just destroyed that with a Plague Ward. We saw a Plague Ward in the front there, and it was immediately gone. I think he caught that.
Yeah, I don't see anyone picking up the Aegis. Huge plays here.
Fantastic play. Wow. Well done.
The game of the nice.
Yeah. They initiate on NS, and S goes down. Only the actual NS left, and down goes Sexy Bamboo. He goes ahead and Black King bars up. He's going to run in there, but he doesn't actually do enough damage. We see a pipe being dropped from 1437. We see a buyback from Shadowfiend. He wants to defend. They force the buyback, immediately come back. Is the mouse of mice, the mice of mouse sports. Dang it, that was going to be sweet, and I didn't get it out. So they force a buyback, but pretty, I want to say not confusing play, but just mistakes left and right through that battle on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm not the right caster to cast these type of games. I'm the type of guy that want to sit down, watch a perfect positioning type of game. You know, have a 20-minute farm time to think about it. Chinese games is what I love to cast. And it's like, I saw Bamboo and Sing Sing go. It was like, okay, so they have backup, right? So I look at the mini-map. It's like, okay, they don't have backup. What is this actually about? Mad confused.
Yeah, I want to say that was an exciting battle, as immediately Holy Master and Cinder comment on. But the problem there was it was exciting but bad.
It was a really bad battle, yes.
It was pretty poorly executed all across the board, with the exception of the Come With Me Plague Ward denial. I think that's what happened. I think it was a Plague Ward denial. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I think you're right.
But I think that's what occurred. I mean, if anybody else could have got in there a blink or something, they would have just taken it. That said, we see a smoke here from Virtus Pro as they want to maybe continue the shenanigans. There's so many teamfight skills across the board with the Black Hole, the Leshrac, the Shadowfiend Ultimates, the Beastmaster Roar, all the silence from NS. There's just so much going on. This is going to be, I think, a pretty chaotic game for the next 5 to 10 minutes.
And if any of you guys are, questioning the usage of BKB, or not usage, the purchase of BKB on Sing Sing, you saw right there in the last 2 team fights where she dodges a whole bunch of spells, especially the Requiem Soul right from the get-go here. So very, very important purchase for Queen of Pain. Despite being a big nuker herself, she's very susceptible to nukes.
Yeah, I expect we're up to 6 charges now on Storm Spirit's Bloodstones. He's managed to pull back some of those. He did die just a second ago, but he managed to come back and get a few kills, or was there for a few kills, and managed to get a few charges back up. I expect to see a BKB on Storm Spirit relatively soon. The one problem there is their primary way to kill Storm Spirit is already with a Roar, followed by an initiation on some other hero. So I'm not even sure that it's going to do him a whole lot of good. So he might just go ahead and try and pick up a Hex, as obviously Hex gives them a lot of versatility as far as a team goes, and being able to cancel stuff like Enigma's Black Hole. As he is going for a BKB, he has the recipe and the Ogre Club, but is a solid 800 away from the Mithril Hammer.
1437, farming quite a bit, already has the pipe and a Vanguard finish. I wonder if he's actually going to go all the way with the Acceptor. Now, Acceptor, after the change, only makes illusion of your team now, but his team actually, it's not a big DPS. Or your enemy,
doesn't
sorry.
make illusion of your team anymore.
Sorry, makes your illusion of your enemy, which actually is decent in this case.
It's quite powerful, and it's not. People think, oh, it was a big nerf. Yes,
it's not a nerf.
It wasn't nerf. It was a nerf in this. Yeah, it was a nerf in the sense that you can no longer just suicide massive amounts of illusions for a solid minute, but it's still very strong and even more powerful now against the enemy heroes. So it's just a change, not a nerf. NS, blow your brain is going to charge in here. Just immediately void a creep. Shocking. Weird choice, but whatever.
All right, Mouse slow siege up here. You got to see Mouse I say they're leading. I feel like they're leading. Ooh, surge into
we saw some points
vacuum. A little bit of miscommunication here. Black gets roared up as well as silenced. He's gonna get blown up right from the get-go. Shadow Fiend, where are you? Yeah, he is right there. Immediate meltdown here. Sexy Bamboo gets a triple off that huge epicenter. He's gonna have to pay the price. Things seem very low in terms of health. It's gonna blink out right now. 2 heroes left here for the Dire squad, but 3 here left for Mouz. No, I changed that back 2 and 2. Nice vacuum back where Scandal in trouble as well as Sing Sing losing HP very rapidly. Drops off a suicide rage before dying. Nice hero blocking, but not enough. It was a 1v1 mono-a-mono situation. Everyone runs away from each other. Tier 2 tower has been destroyed. As I say that, Blow Your Brain says, I want more, and is coming right back. He is going to be completely seen. That is not the word choice I would have, but...
1437 did a lot of work there with his Darkseers. We mentioned how that's a very annoying hero. It allowed Bamboo to hit a giant epicenter, but all that epicenter did was counteract how much they were getting destroyed at the beginning of that battle. It ended up being a 4-for-4 trade as the silence from NS was just too much. It cost Storm Spirit his life. It cost Queen of Pain her life. It was just so big time there, getting a bunch of kills and allowing none of those blinkers and all of those runaway heroes from being able to run away. So well played there from Blow Your Brain. Now, 4-for-4 trade, leaving a Darkseer in NS doesn't really warrant or doesn't really benefit either team, but Shadow Fiend was the last one to die on the Dire side, which means he got all of that XP and all of that gold.
I think Queen of Pain was the last one to die.
On the Dire side. The last one to die for the Dire was Shadow Fiend.
Right? But Queen of Pain died later. So she got the kill and that...
Right. But I think he blinked away from some of that. I'm not sure he picked up all the XP.
In any case...
I think Shadow Fiend was there for all of them.
In any case, I want to ask you, we had this discussion earlier, how apparently Bamboo can't play support, but...
Look at this!
He's pwning hard with no items!
Yeah. Hey, he's level 11. He's obviously, the lowest level in the game. Outside of Leshrak's NS. Well, NS is Leshrak, who's 2 and 8 in level 9. So, NS... This is a Crystal Main Leshrak.
Yes.
This is hard support. It's not really surprising. We see Arzart for Na'Vi play this exact same kind of Leshrak, which is just pure support. Of course, bit of a benefit there is there's no Dindy.
The game ended by now.
There's no Dindy on this team, and there's no heavy push going on. That said, there's a lot in this game. I mean, both teams have some big combos, some big damage potential. If they hit it, as we saw last battle, everybody exploded.
Yep, and I wonder if Mouz Sexy Bamboo's next item choice would be a Veil of Discord. As you can see, his ultimate, despite the 2 BKBs on the Dire side, fairly effective. Now, of course, the vacuum was very helpful with that, so I don't want to take anything away from 1437. His vacuum actually makes his teammates shine quite a bit, and that is important to point out, I believe.
Yeah, and the thing about it is Bamboo's now got level 2 ultimate, but they've managed to get 2 BKBs, as you said, on the Dire side, and we're pretty close to one on the Enigma. Leshrak is nowhere near one. He does have an Ogre Axe, but he would like to get one eventually. The only one who's really not going to get one is the Beastmaster. So with 3 BKBs, incoming for the Dire side, that big combo that we talk about on the Mouzeport is going to maybe not be quite as effective, though. We're going to see a Ball Lightning immediately on Kuroki. Kuroki's going to get caught out here. He has no blink BKB. He does have the gold for it. Buy it, Kuroki. Buy it. Just buy it, bro. You got to buy it before you die, man. Come on. Oh, he is going to go down. Takes him down from 1,700 gold to 1,200, which means that BKB is going to take even longer now. I don't think there's any way for him to survive there. He should have just bought it.
Maybe. I guess if I was in a 1v1 situation like that, I would have tried to kill the Storm as well. I had like 9 Eidolons at one point up, and I had Black Hole ready, but I don't think Black Hole would have been casted anyways. Yeah, she should have bought it BKB. That's one of the benefits of having quick buys.
Glad you talked your way into my point.
Yeah, I talked the way into your points, yeah. No, that's why the quick buy is so useful. When you're playing, you should always make items into quick buy on the lower right corner. And
absolutely, most people just use it for the teleport scroll, but as that's the default. But occasionally, you're like, well, I'm gonna farm for my blink dagger, and I want to be able to buy it immediately. Yep. We've seen an initiation here, immediately a silence on Black. Black is gonna start to run away. Full 8 seconds of silence, though, means that he has nowhere to go. We do see a wall being dropped from the Darkseer immediately at the entrance to the base, so nobody can really charge out there after them, and I think they're gonna slow siege this maybe. Yep, we're going to see a Darkseer just go in there. Yep, Sing Sing's going to start A-clicking that tower. All of those Venomancer wards doing big work, and that tower is not going to get denied despite NS's attempts there. So the deny train appears to have left the station.
Well, nice Gale initiation here, and the initiation's everywhere. But Scandal does drop an big ultimate. Bamboo's gonna go down the ultimate from him right now. Black Hole is gonna be coming. Yes, two-man Black Hole, and the team fight in the favor of the Dire Squad. We had a couple buyback, but the team fight really, I don't think he's gonna go out there as well. Team wipe.
Not quite. Black actually did survive. Nice stun there from Leshrac to take down the TPing out Venomancer. So 4 heroes dead for the Mouse Sports, and all they got was a Beastmaster. They did get the tier 3 tower, so that's something, but Black has no chance of defending.
Is Black gonna do what I think he's gonna do? Is he gonna put a bamboo?
Yep, he has the Aegis.
What he's doing right now is making his mana to not regen fully. Is he gonna go for it?
Oh, surely. Right?
No.
The regen still got... Oh, he let the regen run out, so he's not going to go for this. What we were talking about, of course, is Bamboo, world famous for stealing Aegises.
1437, or die trying.
Die trying, that's absolutely right. Hey, you can't steal him if you don't try.
Exactly.
So, no Aegis deny this time, no Aegis steal, as is going to be dropped on Scandal's Shadow Fiend. And that Shadow Fiend starting to hit really hard. He's got a Yasha, he's at 2.1k, pretty close to a Manta.
I'm not really liking Mouse's kind of stubbornness to take these fights like that. I feel like they think they have so many AoE ultimates they could just force their way in, and they really cannot. I feel like Virtus.pro's positioning is just simply a little bit too good for that. Now the first team fight, I think they got bailed out by Bamboo's Epicenter. Like I thought that was a bad team fight regardless of how it ended. The second team fight now hugely in favor of Dire. Now they not only did they lose the team fight, they also lost the Aegis, and that means each team fight afterwards even harder.
Yeah, to be fair to Mouseport, there's not a whole lot else they can do. They don't want to make this game go too long. That Shadow Fiend is going to be the most powerful A-clicker on the map. They do have a Storm Spirit who's getting fat, but NS is doing a very nice job, or NS, the actual Night Stalker himself. Night Stalker's doing a nice job, just immediately silencing him and kind of removing him from the battle. He's got an Ultimate Orb. Is there a chance he gets a Lincoln Sphere instead of a Hex here? I don't think so, but it's possible. Are you here? Did you die? Alright, apparently Luminous has died.
The whole world around me is mowing their lawn, so I have to close all my windows.
Oh,
I have my AC on. Can you hear
Don't you live in LA? Do you guys even have grass out there?
Yeah, we do. But can you hear the AC?
Well, I know you have grass, but do you have grass?
Can you hear the AC?
Kind of. Maybe not. I hear a car.
That's the AC.
Oh, okay. Yes, I can hear the AC.
Right.
Anyway, 1437 has finished Arcane Boots. He does have a Blink Dagger on Dirk here, so we're going to see some Blink Wall initiations here, as we're going to just mass Blink initiations. Come with me. Black again dies very far. This time we have a Blink Wall being dropped. Santa goes down almost immediately. Cannot drop his Roar. BK being dropped from Kuroki. He wants to channel that Black Hole, but it's got 3 seconds before it comes up. 1437 is going to go down, though. And again, we see a big initiation from Mouse, and all they get is a Beastmaster. They lose a Darkseer. Come with me goes down. The Gem of True Sight is now going to be destroyed. Actually, they don't actually know that it's there.
Nope,
so the Gem is still there.
Yep.
And
Team fight's not over yet. Sing Sing, he wants more. He's not going to get it.
Ooh, Kuroki's got a poison ultimate on him. He's going to take a bunch of damage. It looks like they have spotted the gem. He actually walks down to where the gem is and then TP's away.
Forget about the gem right now. A whole bunch of people are dying on the Mouse Sports side. They do get away for now, but that's another team fight that's lost. And as we approach more and more of that late game, these AoE ultimates, they have a timer on them. It's not going to be as effective anymore after a while, so...
I like the choice here from Mouse. They bought the Blink Dagger on the Darkseer. They immediately tried to use it before Black Hole was ready. They did get that battle before Black Hole was ready. Unfortunately, the BKBs are just too much. They can't deal with these BKBs. The BKB is now completed on Enigma as well, so there's 3 of them. Shadow Fiends is slowing down. It's down to 5 seconds. Leshrac is about 1,500 gold or 1,200 gold from him having one as well. Ines's is down to 5 seconds as well, but he's got an Ag Scepter, so the vision coming into play here as they... Black's diving from a really long way away, almost every single initiation, and that's really kind of costing him. As he gets a far... Is that a Basher?
That is a Basher.
I've seen Abyssal Blade on Night Stalker. Nice. Okay, so Basher gets purchased by Night Stalker. Of course, this is going to inevitably beat an Abyssal Blade as they want more disable. But yeah,
I mean, just a flat Basher is not bad. Because he attacks,
it's not terrible.
Yeah, he attacks so fast that he is going to proc some. And any time that you proc a hero, that hero's probably dead.
Yeah, his attack speed's not that fantastic.
At nighttime?
It's decent.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
doesn't Hunter the Knight give you attack speed? Yeah, it gives you 75.
it's good.
That's a hyperstone and some. So it's.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. It's not ridiculous. They're not PA blinking in with a speed increase. Uh-oh, come with me in a bad spot here. He drops a bunch of wards. The wards, unfortunately, aren't going to prevent them from just coming and killing him. Bamboo does have a double damage here. They're going to immediately ball in. We see a roar coming on Black. The wall gets dropped. Black hole from Kuroki catches 2. 1437 and Black are taking a bunch of damage, but Black still surviving. Finally, Shadow Fiend's ultimate finishes channeling and bursts out there, but Black finally able to survive a battle. Leshrac goes down to the Venomancer even. And a hero down, wall down, black hole down, Shadow Fiend ultimate down. Big TP's out here. Queen of Pain goes after him, not going to do enough here. And I think, is that finally a battle win for Mouz? I mean, they only got one, but they used a bunch of ultimates to do so.
I don't think that's a win. That's Bamboo trying to feed really hard. Here comes Black. I feel like Black is zipping a little bit too much. Bamboo doesn't have to follow up on the Burrow Strike, because the Burrow Strike on the high ground. They're going for it right now. They are going to get him off. And here comes the entire team. Again, the mobility, talked about it. 4 Mouz suddenly coming out of nowhere. This is like a mice infestation. It's not even working. That's a bug infestation, but you know what I'm saying.
Be infested by mice.
Yeah.
Black is, as you mentioned, being very aggressive with ball. The difference is he now has that Hex. So he knows that he can ball a long way. As long as he has one pull, he's going to have enough to be able to Hex after that, and that will allow Bamboo to regen that, have that Burrow Strike come up cooldown, which it did. That said, they're not making any progress. They're getting kills here and there. They picked off 2. They didn't lose anybody that time, which I guess is technically progress. But
I'm not sure whether VP or whether Mouz won that one, or VP just shot themselves like in the foot or something. Like it was just
that Kuroki black hole channeled a long time, and it took forever for any damage to actually come out.
And Shadow Fiend's ult wasn't even like, it was just off.
It wasn't well positioned. Yeah, it didn't even hit Black full on. So Black was actually able to survive that battle for the first time. I think he's died just about every single battle. He's only died 4 times. It feels like it's been a lot more than that. We see a pull here. We're going to see Shadow Fiend drop his BKB. Immediately gets A-clicked. He goes for the ultimate, but we see a black hole being, or a BKB being dropped by Sing. Sing immediately TP's out. They do get the Darkseer. Come With Me is going to be the next one to fall. He drops his ultimate. We see a ball and Burrow Strike catching 2. A pull, but just too much pipe preventing damage here. Venomancer's ultimate is continuing to, but nobody else is going to die. And we just see a Darkseer wall being dropped. Darkseer dies, and nothing else happens from out. So I think Virtus Pro are going to win this. I think they're going to be able to turtle this out. And all they need to do is catch a couple extra heroes in one of these battles, and I think they can push.
If nothing happens for the next 10 to 20 minutes, I agree with you. Virtus Pro is going to win this. But
yeah,
I don't think that's going to be the case. Like, Mouz Sports is a team that will take the fight to you if you don't want to fight.
Eventually they'll find one, you think?
Yeah. Right now the Rex is so exposed. You can win a team fight easily, and then you win the game. You have one of the best initiator in the game with a Hex, so...
Yeah, and they've got double hexes. I mean, Queen of Pain has a hex now as well. They do have a couple BKBs. Really, the problem here is Black just continues to ball in and then immediately get roared or stunned or silenced. That silence from NS.
Maybe you just go Lincolns now.
Yeah, that NS pick has been big time for them.
Yeah, maybe if you're Black, you just go Lincolns now.
I think Black finally found the gem. He just ran by it and picked it up.
Well, yeah,
it took what, about 5-6 minutes before somebody found it.
Yeah, what do you do if you're a Mouz Sport here? I feel like they are in a disadvantage. Gold chart, it's still in the Radiant's favor, but it doesn't matter that much anymore. EXP, well in Dire's favor, about 12,000. Item-wise, we see 3 BKB, a pipe is up as well. So they're more than prepared for those kind of magical damage. Again, the initiation is really much in the favor. It's kind of like it's like ganks versus tanks, it feels like.
Yeah, it's exactly that. That's a great term. I mean, you ball in and they just cast their BKBs, and then all of a sudden, all of your magical damage that you have is just mitigated. I mean, they built a team around the Darkseer, and it was working very well. The problem is those BKBs got up a little bit too quick for them, and Virtus Pro has been able to survive a lot of these big initiations. The problem here is Mouz have to continue initiating. They just have to keep trying, and eventually they gotta hope that they get a couple heroes down. Like a big epicenter and they unable to use BKBs would be huge for them. But are they ever gonna get to that point? I'm not sure.
Not too sure. Bamboo now gonna hit 16 relatively soon. He's looking for go for that BKB, about 400 away. Now you gotta keep in mind that because Mouz is so mobile, they can keep doing things like these. Push mid a little bit, perhaps even drop a tier 2. They see some guys, and you see that storm zipping right in, and it's gonna get picked off really low in its mana on NS. Oh, where's the Hex? Oh, they're not gonna use it.
Didn't want to. I don't think he wanted to use the Hex. I think he was ready for somebody else to jump in after
point.
to help him out.
Back in the top lane here, Mouz. Oh no, 1437 gets warded.
Yet again,
Yep.
they have a Darkseer team, and Darkseer keeps being the first one to die. That can't keep happening. And again, it looks like Pro's going to go ahead and A-click that top, but Mouz is going to do the wise thing, which is immediately go middle and say, hey, if you're going to push, we're going to push back, which is going to force a bunch of TPs from Virtus Pro. Yep, immediately they do all TP back. Shadow Fiend is there. We see a TP back as well from the other hero. It is Kuroki's Enigma here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if 1437 didn't die there, they could have just pushed racks, or tried to at the very least. Now with that down, they can't even go for that attempt.
Yeah. We have 9 Bloodstone charges on Stormspirit, so Region's pretty big. Unfortunately, he still has no way to stop himself from just getting silenced and shut down. Of course, with the Hex now, he can do a little bit more. So he's not just a one-trick pony. He's now a two-trick pony, which is a little better.
One-trick pony, less good than two-trick pony. Roshan's back, by the way. And this one has to cheese. Of course, the positioning-wise, no one really has the advantage anymore. In fact, I feel like Radiant has the advantage. They have a tier 2 tower they could easily TP to. And when I say TP, Black has this one on cooldown. Uh-oh. I don't think they can win this game if they give away Aegis and Cheese.
Yeah, this Aegis is gone. I mean, they're going to take this. Virtus Pro has the Aegis. They now have a Cheese. I feel like they can just go right in here. Even if they hit a big ultimate, it doesn't matter. Shadow Fiend's going to come right back. Oh, Shadow Fiend has the Cheese. Who got the Aegis?
Night Stalker.
Oh, they gave it to Night Stalker.
I think it should have been the other way around.
Yeah, I agree as well. Night Stalker's a lot tankier.
The soul thing.
Yeah, Night Stalker's just a lot tankier, and you wanted him to be able to use... He's much more likely to be able to use the Cheese, whereas Shadow Fiend, if he gets caught, he doesn't have a... I mean, he's got 2,000 HP and some armor. He'll just die. Like,
he's very susceptible to Hex, his BKB is very low, and I think there's a lot more incentive for Mouz to focus on Shadow Fiend and try to burst him down.
I mean, they're not going to focus on S. Why would they want to go for him? I think this is a poor choice by Virtus Pro, but... we'll see how it plays out here. Maybe they know something we don't.
BKB
or have remembered something we don't.
BKB is finished on Mouz Sports, and here we go. Smoke.
Which one?
Trying to win the game. On Bamboo.
Okay, I was like, he'd like to think of himself as the whole team, but he is not the whole team. Virtus Pro, we do get a puller on Scandal. He immediately drops that BKB and TP's out. Wisely done there, but that does mean that BKB is on cooldown. See the initiation on an S. Last Rocket's going to go down. This could be rough for Virtus Pro. I mean, Shadow Fiend has used his BKB now. It has the shortest cooldown because it's down to 5 seconds, but still 35 seconds. And I think Mouz is going to go ahead and use this opportunity to try and get in here. 4v5, and again, no BKB.
Don't count out your team, man. I'm telling you, if they win a team fight, they're going to get the racks. Here comes the wall. They want an initiation. They're going to go on Santa. Santa is a correct choice here. I see no more roar. Nicely done. The black hole comes in, but no DPS output from the team.
Four as the Mouz turns around and walks right into it. 60 taking a bunch of damage. You see a stunner. He goes down. Black ulti being used by Scandal. Black goes right after the Shadow Fiend. He has that cheese. Can they get the cheese off? He is going to be able to do so. Shockingly, Virtus Pro gets pulled through the wall again. 1437 is going to go down. No racks is down through all of this. TP out from SK. Wow. They didn't get anything off of that.
I think, well, no, you got to keep in mind that was Aegis and Cheese being used.
Okay, yeah.
And that they're now back on an even footing. So they've made a little bit of bad positioning play early on, but using that team fight, they were able to come back. But I think that just shows you that Mouz is not out of this game yet. Like, when you have one of the best initiation combo in the game, I'm talking about, I mean, they have a Blink Vacuum. Like, that's just insane. That's a team fight initiation. They have a Hex on the Storm, Hex on the Queen of Pain. They could easily go for pickoffs. And that's just NS getting picked off. And nothing much you could do about it. What do you lock all 5 everywhere? I think they might actually have to start doing that.
Yeah, that's perhaps the case. Leshrac is the one vulnerable hero here. He doesn't have a BKB yet. He's at 600 gold. He's the one they keep going for. He's only got 1200 HP, 7 armor. He just dies instantly. That said, Virtus Pro are going to go ahead and go straight middle. Darkseer's still dead for another 18 seconds. He does not have buyout either. It is ready, but he's about 15 gold away from being able to use it. I don't think he wants to do that. So they're just going to go ahead and get that middle tier 2 tower and back up. And it looks like, judging by the draw on the map from Pink, they want to go bottom next, as that tower is pretty low.
Yep. Meanwhile, though, Radiant's pinging the mid tower as they want to go for a Rex. All their ultimates are coming off cooldown momentarily. And I think, again, if they get people out of control or out of position, they could win those fights. Black Hole is going to be down for a little bit as well, and this is the correct choice for Mouz to push. Also, one thing that went Mouz's way is that they forced the early BKB usage, and I cannot stress how important that is. Something basically that removes the Requiem, so it removes any fear of Shadow Fiend. for that big AoE damage.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to mass Black King bars. This is just the game of BKB. Ball lightning comes in from a million miles away, and yet
there's
again,
nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Not at all. I mean, it just took him too long. He was too much nerfed early on to get to a BKB, and he's trying to farm for one. He wants one desperately. It's just not working. Burrow Strike from Bamboo does miss in S. I'm not sure he's actually going for him. He does have an initiation. There's the silence. They can go after him. We see a Hex, though, immediately on Santa, preventing that roar, but I believe they're going to get the SK. Yes, they will. Black gets roared, or 1437 gets roared. We see an ultimate from Shadow Fiend. Down he goes. Looks like Sing Sing, Come With Me, and Black are trying to get away. Ooh, is this going to work? Ines continues chasing. We see a silence on Black. There's the Void. I think this is going to allow them to get close enough. The A-click from Shadow Fiend is going to be too much here. Actually, the silence is going to run out. Is she going to be able to deal?
There's a bash. I mean, he bashed down the Sand King. He bashed down Queen of Pain, or prevent her from doing too much, and then he blinked out. And I mean, it's actually very viable. Now, I'm not too sure we're going the full way of Abysmal Blade, or Abyssal Blade, as that's the official name, is actually good. I feel like if you want to be the
totally.
I feel like getting an AC is perhaps a little bit better. Or
no, he didn't actually. I think he actually stunned him, right? Yeah, he used the Abyssal Blade. It's on cooldown right now.
Yeah.
So he stunned somebody. I'm not sure if that was actually a basher and a stun there at the bottom. But Virtus.pro's going to go ahead and gather as a team and go bottom. SK will be alive in 7 seconds. He does have that ultimate. He didn't actually use it yet. Shadow Stormspirit's going to resurrect as well. Darkseer, however, full 15 seconds. They're going to get this tower first. But again, Wall of Replica still ready to be used. So the big ultimate combo from Mouz is still there.
Yeah, they are just never able to kind of execute it, and that's an issue. Now, of course, we saw Abysmal Blade being Abyssal Blade. God, sorry, Abyssal
Blade is a good name.
Abyssal Blade. I mean, it's effective. We saw how good it is on chasing. I'm not too sure whether the last 3,800 investment is actually worth it. I kind of feel like they need an AC, whatever that might be. That's what he got, and it's getting him kills. So.
Man, it's pretty big damage, though. I mean, 100. I mean, you're adding a relic worth of damage to that thing. I mean, all of a sudden, Night Stalker hits for almost as much as Shadow Fiend, which is, I mean, that's not a joke. That hits hard. And of course,
it goes
as you
through
mentioned
BKB.
at nighttime,
that's very important to point out as well.
Yeah, big time. So even if Black were to go for a BKB, there's another thing that cancels that from being a deal. So the game of the BKBs, I mean, if you want to counteract that, go for some abysmal blades, as you will. And in fact, if I were Mouseport, there's nobody that can really use one, but you might try and figure out a way to get one. Like, it would be good for canceling. I don't know, Shadow Fiend's ulti, I guess. Okay, it's kind of shit. Don't do that.
Yeah, no. I mean, one of the downside of the Abyssal Blade, what's it called?
Abysmal Blade.
Abyssal Blade.
It's Abyssal Blade.
Abyssal Blade. One of the downside for that is you have to get into melee range, and Night Stalker is very good at doing that because he's fast.
Also, it costs $1 million gold.
Yeah, it costs $1 million gold, and the effect is, okay, it's a 2 second stun.
It's relevant, but I mean, if you're gonna make a purchasable stun, I feel like it has to be expensive.
Hex has to be. I think
Hex is definitely a purchasable disable.
Yeah.
But the fact that it goes through BKB, I think, is why it costs so much money. I mean, obviously the relic is a big expensive item. It was a good choice. I think this is a well-designed item, to be honest. Basher's an okay item, but it's kind of crap, and having something that you can build off of it is pretty good here.
So turning a crap item into abysmal item.
Yeah, I mean, hey, well, that's the natural progression, right? Invest even more gold for something that's still not that great.
You know how sometimes back in Dota 1, you remember you can't sell items and you can get the full price back? It's like, well, I'm an end hero, but I misclick and I bought a Boots of Elven Skin. Well, let's get a Yasha now, because,
yeah.
Don't do that, guys. Just sell it.
The amount of times I've made Manta Style on something like a Storm Spirit because of that. It's like, oh, man.
All right. just sell it and lose your 225 or whatever.
Nah, man. Just finish that out. Make a Manta Style.
I'm telling you, SMY Storm. Maybe that's the answer.
You make a bad play, continue making bad plays, right? That's how it works?
2 negatives.
No.
1 positive.
No. Oh, that's there's an old magic adage. Just because you made 1 bad play doesn't mean you need to continue making bad plays. It's like, oh, I accidentally attacked here. Well, I guess that means I have to do this. It's like, no. Just go back and do the other one. There's no reason to continue making bad plays. Anyway, Mousesport's farming up the bottom junk for a little while. It looks like Virtus.pro are going to camp around the Roshan, who does have a full 2 minutes left here. About 2 minutes before he comes back. So it's not like it's going to be anytime soon. Bamboo very wisely blinks into the jungle and TP's out there. So
it's going to be somewhat difficult if Mouz keep avoiding these fights. Like, it's Mousesport's, it's their call to take these fights or not, because they're so mobile. They could get away whenever they want to, and they could also push all these lanes using the mobility. So right now, if you're dire, you constantly have to defend the lanes. So you never could really just go storm down mid and push it. So right now, it's Mouz game to win or lose, but they're in a big disadvantage right now.
That said, a BKB has been purchased on less tracks, so one of their easiest things to pick off are now gone. Enigma has a Hex as well. NightStalker up to 4.6k after buying that Abyssal Blade, so he could maybe get a Hex himself as well, or make another BKB.
I mean, I think you go hard. If you go hard right now, you're unkillable.
Oh, that is true. He's already at 3k.
There you go. That's
Assault would be a decent choice.
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend, meanwhile, has 4.7k. He could remake his BKB, as he already has a Butterfly and a Manta style. He could maybe make BOTs.
Or Helm.
That would also be an option. Helm of the Dom, yeah, if he wants to make a Satanic later, that would be pretty good. He has had the ability to hit a lot, so it's not like that would be out of the question. I think Virtus Pro have maybe made up the item difference enough to where I think Virtus Pro are still in control here.
I definitely think they are in control. It's just the mobility is... I mean, mobility is going to only get you around so much.
Until they decide to A-click your base, then you have to go in, right?
Yep.
Mobility then doesn't do you anything.
Yep.
Except you can very mobile and agilely jump into your death.
Yeah, exactly. Ghost Scepter has been purchased for the Sand King. He has purchased a Smoke of the Seat right now as well, as we do see two teams smoked out. 1437 again will be the first one to go down. The question is, does he have the buyback? And he doesn't.
He does not. It's very difficult to play a Darkseer team with no Darkseer, I gotta say. It's gonna be problematic. And again, Roshan is up.
I think that applies for any hero. I think if you're Mouz right now, you push. You push and be like, yeah, oh, well, maybe not. No, don't zip it, don't do it.
Ooh, that was close. He dropped a image there to go up above there. Now, they give away the position. Bamboo does manage to dodge the ultimate of SF, which hits nothing.
Intimidation ult.
Intimidation ult? Okay, well, maybe a prevention ult there, as they do force the Sing Sing to come run away. That said, they did get the Aegis and the cheese, so it wasn't like a lost cause there. They did get a kill, though. I
really thought they should have just tried Raxing at that point. Because
yeah, I think so as well, because you can go for the Rax, force Mouz to defend.
Well, no, Virtus Pro wouldn't defend it. They just like, oh, Roche, we're almost done. Let's just go. And that might just be enough time for you to bring down Rax. Now, Mouse doesn't actually have any physical DPS, so maybe not, but...
Oh, you meant Mouz go to Rax while Virtus Pro's going for
yeah. Like, they couldn't stop it. There's no way.
Okay. I see what you meant. I was thinking maybe Virtus Pro should just go Rax after that kill on Darkseer and try and maybe force a defense from Mouz and then turn it into an Aegis. But this way, you get the Aegis and cheese guaranteed, which is always a good thing. Bamboo looking to maybe get caught out yet again here. No blink on Kuroki. Just buying massive, big-time items here.
I mean, if you're if you're Virtus Pro, I feel like there's no rush.
Yeah, definitely not. BOTs actually get completed on NS.
Okay, fair choice. Buy back into BOT. There you go.
Oh, certainly. I think they're getting close to wanting to go for this. They're buying, they're waiting it out, The thing is, Mouseport are picking up levels, and they are getting a little bit of farm. We have a BKB now completed on Black.
Small incremental levels is going to be enough. Yeah,
well, no, but I mean, they're evening out the XP differential just a bit, and when we talk about a really late game, if either team dies, the opposing team will get your racks. Yep. It looks like Virtus Pro is going to A-click the base, and I don't think Mouz can stop this at all. They can TP back, which I think they're going to do. Yep, we see some TPs in here. Virtus Pro just going to walk right into the base. NS went right after Black. They're just going to A-click this tower. Third tier tower goes down. They can just A-click the racks as well. Not a whole lot to do. 1437 drops a nice wall and an ultimate. We see a vacuum. We're going to see a burst back in. Kuroki ultimate just Bamboo. Not a big ultimate there, but it does pop off the SK. Sing Sing's going to be roared. He's going to be the next target. He will go down. Nice thunder from NS on 2. Cummingby's going to go down. Black's going to be the next to fall, and that's going to be the GG. Big buyouts from Mouz, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Virtus Pro, I think they're going to take game 2. No, a ball in, catches Santa. He's going to go immediately after. Scream catches Kuroki as well. Maybe I called this too soon. Scandal could fall next. He does have an Aegis. He's going to get pulled back into that wall. He will have that Aegis being cracked. NS goes down as well. And I think NightStalker's going to be forced to use that cheese. Yes, he is going to use it. Scandal's going to get taken down again here. Are we going to see a big buyback comeback?
I don't know about that. So Shadow Fiend has his buyout. Yeah, they both buy out right now. They're going to be absolutely fine. And I do believe NS has the buyout if he really wants to. And this is a really well play here for Virtus Pro. For the longest time, they weren't doing anything. And I think they were farming for those buybacks. The ability to buy back and really shut down that push if it ever comes. But Mouseport, that's their last chance. Just go for it. Buyback or not.
Yeah, just run straight middle. No Dark Seer Wall, no Scream of Pain, no Venomancer ulti, and SK's dead, so they don't have any ultis. This is just really an A-click proposition.
You got Storm ult. That's an ult, man.
Force Leshrac to buy back. Maybe they back out and just make him use a bunch of gold. I don't know. They're going to A-click the melee Raxes. It's going to get dire glyphed. Kuroki's going to walk in. He has no black hole. Scandal, though, just going to A-click. Oh, Leshrac actually misses the stun. Venoscale catches nobody. So never mind. They're going to go right for Come With Me. Come With Me gets pulled. 1437 gets him pulled back. Sing Sing cracks a BKB and blinks away. Or is going to blink away. He has a Sacred Relic as well. Does Sing Sing, so I think he is going to make an Abyssal Blade.
I'm not sure about that. Maybe Divine. We'll talk about it later as we see Black zips in right now. Almost out of mana. He gets stunned for 2 seconds. He pops his BKB. Zips around. Still alive at this point. Sanking channeling his ultimate. He comes right in. Gonna focus on NS. NS goes down. Scandal's next. No buyback after this one. Mouseport on the verge of victory perhaps. No, massive amount of buyback. Black very low in terms of HP. Has a healthy amount of mana, but he's just physically buyback here from NS. Nice hex against him right now. Sanking trying to get off the Burrow Strike. Not going to block out. I think Come With Me is going to go down here, but that have pushed the Creep Equilibrium so far back. NS looking for kills. Oh, Sexy Bambo. He won't see NS coming. He has a Spidey sense, though, so we'll be blinking out for now. NS still chasing around. Can he Burrow Strike on the low ground? If he gets nuked, he's dead for sure. No.
Then we see a Burrow Strike coming in from Bamboo here as he manages to adopt the NS ulti or the NS initiation. He wanted to TP back to base, but looks like he's not going to make it. We're going to see a chase here. He's just going to go ahead and drop that smoke screen and be able to get back. Sorry about that. I had some people actually come into the room there as I was trying to cast. So you might have heard that.
Yeah, we did. But,
sorry, I apologize. I apologize for that.
No problem. The game's not over. I mean, the one rack down. I'm not sure if that's enough. I mean, especially against Cosmic Finale.
There was a moment there middle where I agreed with you. I thought maybe they were going to get that, but too many buyouts, too much tank from NS. NS is really kind of the thing that's kind of keeping them in this game. Shadow Fiend's death there what could have been majorly problematic, but the amount of damage that Night Stalker does because of that Abyssal Blade is really just too much for anybody on Mouseboard to actually handle. If he A-clicks them long enough, they will just die.
Here's the thing, like, Versus Pro had Aegis, buybacks, and cheese. They used all of this. And here comes the cooldown of Mouse.
They got one Rax, yeah.
Yeah, here comes Mouse. All the ultimates should be, back online during that trek, but also means they have a whole bunch of creeps that they blow away, and they gotta push all 3 lanes because they can't just lose, bot Rax during the push. Shadow Fiend rebuys a BKB, great choice. A lot of people just forget they could do that, and his last inventory is Crystallis. I'm personally not a big fan of Shadow Fiend opening up with a Blink Dagger or getting a Blink Dagger in any. I mean, it's such a good item that you never want to sell it, but it does eat up one of your precious inventory slots.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. That said, he's used a pretty good effect here. I mean, he's hit a couple of nice ultimates because of it, and they've got a bunch of kills off that. I mean, they have a strong initiation, does Mouse, and so they need something to kind of counteract that. And I think Shadow Fiend's Blink Dagger's paid a pretty huge dividends here.
Do you actually sell it eventually, like? Perhaps now.
You have to, right? I mean, you can't keep it forever. Once he finishes the Daedalus, then he's going to have to. He's already finished his BOTs. He's already bought a second BKB. At some point, that has to turn into something else. So I think yes.
Okay, we'll see if the game even lasts that long because Mal's again treading on thin water.
Speaking of long, 62 minutes. Wow.
Didn't feel like 62 minutes.
Yes, it does. It's been long.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, there's a possibility of Game 3 coming your way, so viewers out there.
Yeah. We have 11 Bloodstone charges on Black as well. That Bloodstone is maintaining its size inexplicably despite the amount of times that he has been initiated on and killed. He's rocking just an 8-6, 3-9 Come With Me, 5 and 10, 14-37, 8 and 7, 9 and 7 for Bamboo and Sing Sing respectively. Meanwhile, that Night Stalker from Below Your Brain is at 12, 2 and 13. He has been the one constant as far as not dying goes for the Virtus Pro side.
Yep. Item progression-wise, let's check out how we're doing. Venomancer, of course, is very far behind. Although he's for the inventory he's getting useful stuff. He's trying to work on a Heaven's Tower brick, which is, of course, a very good item. Sing Sing, what do you think this relic is?
Sing Sing's relic? I think that's going to be...
Abyssal Blade?
It's going to be an Abyssal Blade, yeah.
Blink in, 2-second stun?
They need to cancel the ultimate of Shadow Fiend. Like, Shadow Fiend's ultimate, it's losing its effectiveness, but it still is doing a bunch of damage. They also need to have something to maybe stop the Enigma ultimate. I mean, Queen of Pain can blink behind Enigma and cancel that without getting pulled into the black hole. I mean, if he channels another black hole...
I think there's a slight amount of AoE on the back of it as well.
Yeah, but the range on Abyssal Blade I think is just long enough for him to be able to catch Kuroki despite him jumping past the back. I'm not sure about that one actually.
I think it's more effective to actually blink in and sell his Shadow Fiend because, I mean, sure he's black holing, but there's actually no DPS output without the Shadow Fiend being there.
That's true as well. It's true as well. Bamboo meanwhile has got himself a Force Staff to go along with his Ghost Scepter, so just match utility items from the SK. Good choice here. I mean, he's not really going to be able to do too much else past that. Meanwhile, Black. Time to farm it up. He's up to 5K now. Is he going to go for an Abyssal Blade? He could potentially pick one up after that. 5K is a lot of gold. What do you think?
Who is the 5K?
Storm Spirit, the Black Storm Spirit.
Basher Storm.
Just buyout,
maybe? One of them is buyout. Hold up. The career, it's going to be Divine. I like Sing Sing's.
Ooh,
I like Sing Sing's style.
Sing Sing, this is the mouse sport that I know and love right here. Boss Nerd's gonna go for it. Come with me, gets initiated on it. He's gonna go down instantly. Darkseer goes ahead and runs in and blinks away. Shadow Fiend uses his BKB though.
Uh-oh.
Maybe a bit overzealous there from Scandal. That could be problematic.
They have to back off, even though they picked up.
Is going to be forced back. So MKB is the item of choice for Sing Sing. Of course, that mini stun can be important, but it's really about the damage output. As that is a high damage output.
Rapier, you mean?
No, MKB on Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit picked up the MKB. The Rapier was picked up by Sing Sing.
Okay, because you said Sing Sing had MKB.
We're about 5 seconds for Roshan being alive here, and Virtus Pro wants to go for this Aegis. If Sing Sing can pick up this Aegis, this game is over.
I'm not sure if it's over, but they will actually have a legitimate chance of winning. Okay, Storm Spirit.
He's hitting for like almost he's hitting 500 damage.
She's got no attack speed. Let's not forget that. If she gets Roar right here. Shadow Fiend should make a slot by dropping that dagger.
He was trying to roar Black. Santa would be making a big mistake if he roars Black here. He is going to roar him. You see a blink in from Scandal. He gets pulled back into the wall. He has no BKB. Queen of Pain drops a giant ultimate. A-click, Sing Sing. You have, and there we go. The Rapier immediately starts A-clicking below your brain, but he gets a missile bladed through, and he's going to get hexed just in time. Sing Sing's going to be able to blink away and keep that Rapier. Black goes after it. BKB from Bamboo is not going to save him. He is going to go down. 1337 is going to be the next one to fall. We see a 2-hero for a 3-hero. Venomancer is now going to resurrect. Of course, he did die before this. It was actually just a 2 for 2, but looks like Black is going to fall, so a 3rd hero does fall. And is Sing Sing regening up where he's at? Yes, he's back in base regening up, so they want to catch Come With Me. No, Come With Me is going to be fine.
Sing Sing next tonight on Mask of Madness. Don't kid me not.
He has to get damage output, right? Or damage attack speed?
I don't know. I don't know what he needs to get. He needs to get his teammates alive at this point because I don't care what he has. It's not a one-man army.
Yeah, I mean, Rapier does a lot of damage, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the
Look at that roar from Acceptor. Insane amount of range. Come With Me is going to be going down. Although Sing Sing kind of warding everybody away. Oh, Venomancer ultimately going to get dropped. Alright, they're clearing up the creep. They're going to lose the range racks, which doesn't mean Jack squad at this point here. And they're backing off.
You know, the thing about this is, despite Sing Sing having a Rapier, as you mentioned, his attack speed is actually quite low.
Mask of Madness.
He's going to have to get a Mask of Madness, yeah. And of course it gives him lifesteal, so that Rapier damage means a big lifesteal.
It also means you die you die so fast. Especially towards a Beastmaster who has an Acceptor. Like, the range of that ultimate, it's immense.
Yeah, maybe he won't go. Maybe he won't go for a Mask of Madness. Maybe he'll try and get Hyperstone and go for an Assault Cuirass.
I don't even.
Is that possible?
This game
He's
is
at 1,000. It would take a while.
This game is blowing my mind.
The thing about Sing Sing, is he can't save for buyback. It's not even a thing. Like, he can't do that. he's got a Rapier. If he dies, they just lose anyway. So it's not really a point there. We see an initiation. Let's catch the Storm or the Beastmasters. That's something. We're going to see TP in though, and Sing Sing very wisely.
Black out of mana. Unfortunately, he pops a BKB, but that doesn't mean anything. Here comes a 2-second stun. Here comes a blink vacuum. Can we channel the ultimate Bamboo? You have the BKB. He's not going in for it right now. Stormster has recovered enough mana. It looks a little bit blocking attempt. Queen of Pain gets 1 kill, but Queen of Pain a little bit stunned up as well. No, she's running around that. Oh, it's going to be fine. Mouseboar somehow instantly still alive at this point. Are they going to keep chasing? They have to have Halo to chase. Here comes Sing Sing. Again, has a Divine Rapier. Going to be focusing the ultimate. BK plops it and get blocks a little bit. She cannot right click because she needs a teammate to tank. Blink away here, and that Night Stalker at nighttime so fast. Sing Sing cannot die here. No, don't do it. He hexes it. The silence almost coming off cooldown just in a couple of seconds. The slow, the stun, the bash. He drops the Divine.
GG. GG. There's a Rapier on Night Stalker. Night Stalker, the tankest hero on the map. He's got an Assault Curse. They're going to go kill Roshan. Is he going to just drop the Ag Scepter? Screw the, like, do they need to go for Roshan? Just run to the base and kill everything, right?
Do you drop the BKB? What do you drop?
Yeah, they're
drop
considering
the
that
BOT.
as well. You drop the Ag Scepter. So he goes ahead and drops the Ag Scepter. He sells the Ag Scepter, rather. Putting him up 4-3, 4,300 gold. This game is effectively over now that there is a Rapier on Night Stalker.
Night Stalker. I don't want this game to be over.
He has an Aegis and he has a Rapier. He's hitting for 700 damage, 650 damage. His 30 armor, he's got 2.6k HP. There's no way. He can just BOT right up there.
I wonder why we haven't seen a Sanking ultimate for an hours. I feel like he's never casting him.
There's too many. Well, I mean, he had a Sanking ultimate earlier. The bigger problem is there's just too many BKBs. It's actually not really effective. You can't do too much
well,
about it.
You should still channel it. Like, you can still attack and do whatever you need to do in it. And it seems like it's not like the BKB's always up, so...
Well, what they need to do is hope that those BKBs are down and hit one. It doesn't really do a whole lot right now, to be honest. It's what, 10 pulses, so it does a bunch of damage theoretically, but with all those BKBs, it doesn't do much. And I think we're headed for a pretty fantastic Game 3 possibility here, as Virtus Pro looking very strong.
Abyssal Blade is a game that's an item that I won in the game. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a good item, man.
As much as I hate on the item, it's item has a purpose. As we do see the Sanking ultimate. Unfortunately, you're right. It doesn't do jack squat. Black's gonna get blown up. Sing Sing, you know, a former Shadow of the choice. Maybe he's gonna get the Divine back. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know about that. Look at Blow. He just doesn't care. Popping out 400 damage per pop. Unfortunately, and they're able to kill too much. Now I'm gonna focus on the racks that they do have identified. That is the way to win the game. Blow Your Brain still going at it. Blow Your Brain very low, but he does have the Aegis, so don't forget about that when she's being used on on Kuroki. Sing Sing has to blink backwards. They have successfully killed Blow.
They killed him once. If they kill him a second time here, they're going to go right after him. Burrow Strike is going to be off cooldown. We see a blink from 1437. They're going to cancel that. He's silenced the SK. It's not going to be enough. They're going to lose. He's going to give the Rapier right back.
The game's not over yet, man.
They have no bottom melees. They lost their middle range. But they got the Rapier back.
It doesn't matter about Raxus at this point. If your throne stands, the game goes on. Look, Mask of Madness, I called it!
Well, it seemed pretty obvious that he had to get one, so we're going to have a Mask of Madness on Sing Sing. His damage output is much higher. We're seeing TPs up top. How is there a tier 2 tower still on the map? Are you kidding me right now?
My mind has been officially blown in this game. I gotta root for Mouz. I don't care, you know, if people are watching big Virtus Pros. Like, how do you not root for Mouz in a situation like this? The underdog, they're holding on, there's a Divine, they lost it, they got it back, and you go Mask.
There is no way that a team who buys a Rapier and a Mask of Madness on a Queen of Pain cannot be the favorite to watch. Like, come on. You're not going to get these games from anybody else. Well, maybe Navi. Navi has a
game's over like 80 minutes ago. Sorry,
well,
60 minutes ago.
Remember that one game Xbox picked up the Rapier on Potom way back in the day? The famous VLOT, Xbox a Rapier! Remember that?
No.
It's classic.
But,
you don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. My Mouz is on Sing Sing at this point. Now, here's the situation. He could blink around. He could be off finagling about it. The ideal is come with me. Yeah, I know. He's really tanked. The Sage. I'm not lying. It gives you so much more HP. So.
Well, it does do that. It does do that. I think it might have been the Mecha though that maybe was doing some work.
Maybe
nonetheless, the 23 armor on Nanomancer doing some work there. He's able to survive like no problem. He did use his ultimate though. I mean.
I think what Venomancer should put 700 of his gold is back to that drums recipe. I've never seen pro players rebuy that drums, and I just don't understand why. In this late game situation, 750 gold is throwaway. I guess he is saving for Heaven's Halberd, so he has an item. But
Heaven's Halberd's gonna be legit.
Come with me, can I get picked off right here? I mean, even though he doesn't have an ultimate anymore, having a slow is a slow. Having any kind of anything is anything. Just don't get picked off.
Yeah, and come with me doing a nice job placing a ward on the upper hill there. Not only to get vision and try and cancel any kind of blinks in, But it also, pulled the creep wave off there a little bit and maybe slowed that down just a bit, making sure that they're on the low ground. The creep's not coming up into the upper ground, of course. Roar comes in immediately on Bamboo. We see a Blink ultimate being dropped. We see a Blink ulti from 1437 as well. He goes down almost instantly. Sing Sing is going to be the target. They get the rapier for the second time. Big black hole. Uh-oh. There's the GGs. And I'm going to drop a G well played as well. This was a fantastic game. All parties involved here.
When the initiating team gets out-initiated by a Beastmaster active Roar.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed.
Velot says, most retarded game I've ever saw. You gotta like Velot. Oh, big time there. Alrighty, so, game number 3. What can they possibly do to top this one?